Good evening, my fabulous diamond painting fanatics, resin enthusiasts, and all my other crafty people. This is my first little vlog for my carnival stress. Today is Thursday. I'm almost 48 hours into my challenge and I've made quite some nice progress. I did the top part. Very sparkly. Um, and of course I already changed my plan. The band that was gonna stay, that was just the big reason. And on the back it looks very pretty. Yes, I know I used the wrong kind of thread for this, but bear with me, it's a carnival dress. We don't pay attention to detail. Well, who am I to say that? I even tried to get a pink gem next to a silver gem and it worked. And as you can see, it goes quite nicely together. The end looks good and the top part really makes it sparkle and shine. I also did the little band on the bottom. So that's also looking good, I'm all the way around. And it's been going quite alright. My fingers do hurt from stitching. But yeah, it's been going the way I wanted to go. But in my previous video, and I'm gonna zoom you out a bit, I mentioned that I wanted to do a little cap sleeve on here, and then that I was going to use the two shades of pink to do that. Well, of course that was too easy, so I changed it to this little fluff up here, and I am going to do some sleeves, but I went a bit crazy and I decided I wanted to do rainbow sleeves. Which I can actually tie as a bow on top of my shoulders, which means that I'm gonna use the other colors, and bear with me for a sec when I get my fabric out. There we go. I'm gonna do I made a little pattern, so I'm gonna do a rainbow shading and we'll do it like this. So we're gonna do the blue on the inside, green, the orange, and then the yellow. I'm gonna make two sets for the front. I hope this night. But as you can see, I made a pattern in which I'll make strands. I'll stitch all of those strands together. They're long enough for me to get this on the inside, so closest to my skin. And the pale yellow, because I'm extremely pale, goes all the way to the outside, so the yellow doesn't drain all the color from my face. And those strands, when they're put together, they're gonna be the front part, they're gonna touch in the middle, and I will be able to make a bow on top of my shoulder. So I need to do two for the front. I still need to, I'm very sorry if you get seasick from my camera. I'm holding it in my hands. It's not my usual way, but I'll need to draw up the pattern for the back section. But since I'm still in my night shifts, so I hope to get the first one done today. So I've already pinned my pattern on this, on the fabric for the first panel, which is gonna be, I think it's gonna be the left side. Yeah, I think the left, and I will be able to stitch it so I have a little V neck going on with this fabric, and due to the tying it will ruffle itself, and I think it will look gorgeous. So blue is gonna go on the inside, and then green, then orange, and then yellow, and I will do that 4 times. But the back part needs to be a bit longer because it is a very low back, and I do not like backless dresses, so I'm gonna make something out of this. And of course I'm gonna do the ruffles, my pretty ruffles. I'm gonna do those at the bottom. And even though I thought that was only gonna be 2 meters, I need 2.5, so I actually need to stitch part of these together to get all the way around. But I will do this at the bottom as well, but the caps and the sleeves are more important than the bottom part. The bottom part does look quite sparkly right now with my band. So if I do not manage to get this ruffle on the bottom, I'm not too upset. And it stands up nicely, and it's just hand stitched, so it's sturdy, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, it's so sparkly. It's very sparkly, it's very shiny, and I'm absolutely loving these fabrics. They're not that hard, they're not really tearing. So I'm gonna get everything in my little to-go bag. I will be cutting, I will be sewing during my last night at my current job. So I'll be eating pie as well. And I'll show you a little progress video in a sec. So today is Tuesday. I've got 3 more days to work on my dress, and I finally finished my sleeves. And I know it doesn't look like much today, but it looks awesome when they're tied. So I'm gonna tie those strips. There are 2 layers, so I made a little front part and a back part, and they can be put together on the front. So I have little bows on the front, and they function as sleeves. It was a bit time consuming getting these things done. It took me a lot longer than I expected, but it looks awesome. So all I've got left now to do is get my entire dress filled with bows. I'm gonna put the sparkly buttons all around, mostly on the front, some on the back, and I need to make my sash. So that's what I'll be doing next, and most likely you'll be seeing me doing that during my sew with me. Yeah, I'll be filming that today. But yeah, this is what I've got so far. It doesn't look like much yet, but 3 more days to go, so let's get sewing. Good morning, my friends. Today is Thursday, and I've got 12 hours left to finish my dress, and I've come a long way, but it's still a bit empty. As you can see, I've finished putting on some of the ribbons. I've actually used some extra little beads up top, larger ones, and they go slowly down. Oh, smaller ones up, and the larger ones at the bottom. And if you are wondering why this section here is empty, well, that's where my sash will be, so there's no need for me to put any ribbons there. The back looks kind of similar, but yeah, it's I ran out of fabric. Well, I ran out of ribbons to make the little bows, so I bought some more, and then I found those little beads, and as you could have seen in my drill with me, well, sew with me actually, I put on those beads up top, and I wanted to do a little waterfall effect, so they slowly go down to larger ones. And I think it's turning out quite alright, but I will need some extra time today to get in the last bows. So wish me luck.
You will see the end result in a sec.